Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. In this live stream, we are going to be watching along with the match that has taken place for the semi-final of the Tokyo Women's Sevens Olympics, and it is going to be between New Zealand and Fiji. And this is going to be an exciting contest. New Zealand able to beat ROC in their quarterfinal matchup. Fiji able to beat the defending gold medalist Australia. So they have got some serious form coming into this match, and hopefully it will be a very good one indeed. We have got Smithy Toilet in the chat. Also, we have got AJ in there as well. Marco Votopolo Bear, Katie Dixon, Sam Tesla. We have got everyone here ready for this matchup that is going to be taking place between New Zealand, the Black Ferns, and also Fijiana. I'm excited. I feel like this one could go either way. Fijiana, they will be taking a little bit of that passion, perhaps, that the men's side were able to build up. Getting that gold medal, that was incredible for them. And, of course, now back-to-back gold medals for both. Or, sorry, it would just be medal and medal if they did get gold in both of those ones for both the Fiji women's and Fiji men's side. That was almost a sentence. I feel like I'm too excited for this one to be able to speak at the moment. We have also got watching the women's hockey at the moment, New Zealand versus China. How are they going in that one? What are they called? I know the men's team are called the Black Sticks, but I'm not too sure about the women's side. Go Ferns. Let's add to the medal tally as well, says Sam. And that's the thing. Whoever wins this game is guaranteed a medal. It will either be a silver or it will be possibly a gold for one of these sides. Whoever loses still has a chance of getting the bronze medal, and they will be facing the loser of the Great Britain versus France match. We have also got in there in the chat. Hey, Hamish, hope you're well. Sorry, I missed the last stream. No emoji as well, says Katie. Yeah, I have got the 10 out of 10 one. It was inspired perhaps for, the amount of times that we have seen 10 out of 10 in the chat. But that's the thing. I did mention anytime we do end up going up in those members, YouTube do allow us to add more of those emojis. So Isaac is working vigorously to try and get more of them up to all at the moment. 9 minutes 37 to go. So it's going to be a close finish by the looks of it. And we have got the 10 out of 10 in the chat from Katie. But at this stage, we are sitting around 3 minutes away from this match getting underway. Looking at the live polls, as they were finished, it was New Zealand sitting on 9 points. So very good poll stage for them. Great Britain in the other semi-final. They are possibly going to meet each other in the final, depending on how this match goes. Fiji finishing second in Pool B, sitting on a total of 7 points with a plus 43 points differential. Australia sitting on 7 with plus 62. And it was actually Fiji who were able to knock Australia out of the competition. Go Isaac, what an incredible artist as well. Says Katie Dixon. Yeah, I think the next one may have something to do with a cat as a little bit of a hint. And I feel like a lot of you guys will know exactly what I'm talking about there. But at this stage, France, they did have a close game with Fiji, 12 points to France and 5 to Fiji. That was their only loss of the pool stage, but they have been playing extremely well. Other than that, they were able to get that big win, like I mentioned, over the gold medalist Australia from 2016 Rio Olympics. So they need to make sure that they can carry on that momentum into this game up against New Zealand, and they've got the foundation to be able to do so. They've got a strong side here, Fijiana, and all they have to do is just put it together for the 14 minutes, and they are moving through for either a gold or a silver. We have got, yes, Billy Emoji as well. Says Katie Dixon, she knows exactly what we are talking about there. But at this stage now, it is going to be the field support robot just putting the ball down near the halfway line. One of the most entertaining things we have seen for the Olympics in terms of things that haven't been happening in the games. Because these two competitions for the men's and the women's sevens have been absolutely incredible to watch. We've seen major comebacks happen throughout these games. We've seen upsets, and now this is going to be one of those very exciting matchups that maybe we will get to see who has a chance of going through for a gold. We have also got from USA, all the best Fiji ladies as well, says Parash, and also that 21-0 comeback from the New Zealand women sevens yesterday, though. Yeah, that was a great comeback over, I believe it was actually Great Britain, if I'm not wrong, that they were playing, that they were 21-0 down, and then they were able to fight back to win at 26-21. So who knows, maybe it could be the same in the final. It is going to be a 9 p.m. final, though. Tesla has informed us, and toss off Fijiana. Says Escaroy, and the robot is so freaking cute. I cannot handle it. Says KG and hi, Kiwi lads. The name game is going to be, or the next game is going to be happening at 2:35. I believe it is a 2:30 kickoff, if I'm not wrong, but maybe it has been delayed just a little bit. We had a lot of delays from the storms and whatnot that were happening yesterday. So hopefully this won't be the same today. But then the final at this stage is scheduled for 9 p.m. New Zealand time. How's that head, Tesla? Hope you good, me brother. As I says, Marco Votopolo Bear, but now they are running out onto the field. Rui Tui, also Hirani Blyde, very pacey woman, Michaela Blyde, and she'll be able to get herself perhaps another hat trick in this matchup. And we have got a scrum lass, all our Kiwi lads gang, all here as well. We have got quite a few of you guys already in the chat. I do appreciate you all being there for this matchup. It is a semi-final, and this one, whoever wins this match goes through to the gold medal match up against either Great Britain or France. The loser of this match will still have a chance at a medal, and that will be the bronze medal, up against either up against either Great Britain or France. I'm too excited for this match at the moment. Can't even put a sentence together. Who will win, says Avil? I think it's going to be close, but I'm going to say off yesterday's performances, I'll say New Zealand by 7, but saying that they only played ROC. Fiji were able to get that win over Australia. So I feel like they have beaten the tougher opposition yesterday, which could give them a good chance here. But now we are getting to the kickoff only in 5 seconds time for the semi-final match between New Zealand and Fiji. We will put the scoreboard up and we are ready to go here. It is going to be Fiji kicking off this one to get the semi-final underway. New Zealand receiving the kick. It's going to be an awkward bouncing one, and now it's going to be straight in the hands now of Fiji. And they are going to be just outside of the 22. What a ball on the inside to Donu now. And Riwai, I believe it was, offloading it, but it's gone straight into the hands of New Zealand. Very lucky for them there, only a couple metres out from their line. But now they are going to have to try and run all the way down the field. And tell you what, Ruby Tui trying to pin the ears back. He's got just out to the 22, places the ball there. Rather than looking for the offload, Broughton now gives it to Hirini. On the outside, Nathan Wong, it's going to be a penalty to the Black Ferns there for offside. Very fortunate for them to be able to get out of that 22 because Fiji, very good start to the match. I believe it was Aluna Sal who was doing a lot of the work early on for Fijiana. In that one, we have got Hay as well from Kyle. Also, we have got in there, let's go Ferns, says Sam, and go New Zealand, says Katie. Now it is going to be a quick tap taken Fitzpatrick. So on a bit of a dummy, goes across to Nathan Wong. Now Broughton, she's got the quick Michaela Blythe on the outside. She's going to pin the ears back and cut back on the inside here. She is going to be dragged down on the halfway line. Nathan Wong goes back, gives it to Hirini now. Using the back line once again, low ball to Ruby Tui, but good hands, goes on the outside now, and it's going to be, and then it's a Portia woman. She is a hard woman to stop, but she has been dragged down very nicely by the Fijiana player, and they have been able to turn it over now. The offloads on the outside. It's going to be Donu once again going across field. A little bit of a fumble there, but she has taken it very nicely by Nkothi. I should say, anytime I try and pronounce the C, it is actually pronounced like a TH, and that's going to be a try to Broughton. And that is going to be an interception try for the Black Ferns early on in this matchup. And that means now that they have taken the lead. Was almost going to be a bit of a backline for Fiji, but then the interception was thrown. But then it was just not quite meant to be. It went out there. And then Broughton was just lurking on the outside, able to steal that ball from the Fijiana player. And now New Zealand take the lead 5-0 in this matchup now. It was very nicely done. Broughton's in some great form in this competition as well, which I should have mentioned. We haven't got the tries in the chat from Tesla, and also we have got their sloppy hands from Fiji, says Tesla. And yeah, that is something you can't afford to have happen in a semi-final match. You need to make sure that those passes are finding hands, or else you do get yourself in a bit of trouble, like we just saw for Fijiana. And now they are going to have to try and fight their way back into a possible winning position. But saying that, they had a very good start to the match up against Australia. They were actually 14-0 up in that game. Can you read my 2 messages there, Brandon? I will try my best. Although at this stage, we may have to wait till halftime because this game has been very fast-paced so far, and it is very difficult to multitask. But now Nathan Wong kicking this one off to the right-hand side, taken very nicely there by Siliko Viti. I believe it's somewhere around the pronunciation there. I do still struggle with some of these Fijiana player names, so I do apologize for that in advance. But now it's going to be a good run here by Nkothi. Good offload as well. And now it's plenty of pace here for Aluna Sal, I believe, but she is going to be getting chased down there by Michaela Blythe. Just wrestles her to the ground. And it's a penalty to Fijiana, though. Taking the quick tap there. And it's going to be dangerous. It's a try. And Fiji score it now, getting themselves back into the match. And it was, in the end, Solikoviti who was able to score it there. And it should be a nice, easy drop kick as well. The number one for Fiji was just a brilliant break of the line. In the end, offloaded it for Nkothi. She's got plenty of toe, but so does Michaela Blythe. Able to chase it down on the 22. Almost able to get that ball in the breakdown, but gives away the penalty. And then from there, Solikoviti just drives forward at the line, and she was able to break through and score the try that gets Fiji now the lead in this match up against the Black Ferns. A few minutes to the next game as well, says Brandon. Yeah, we have got the next game happening straight after this one, and it is going to be Great Britain taking on France, and whoever wins that will be in the final against one of these two sides. And at this stage, it's very hard to predict who is going to be winning this match as well. We have got Tosso Tosso in the chat from Ravnil, and also we have got 27-14 is way too much, bro. NZ ladies in form, in the informed rugby team, or in the form female rugby team, sorry, in the pronunciation, but now it is going to be a little knock on from Fiji. It was Donu who did drop that one, so now it is going to be a scrum for the Black Ferns just outside of their 22, and this is some insane pressure on them early on from Fijiana and Michaela, or whatever she fast this out. Yeah, she is indeed Michaela Blythe, sorry. She has got some insane pace, scored a hat-trick earlier on in the competition, which was a pretty awesome contested kickoff as well. Says Escaroy and hi from Lyle, and let's go Fiji, says Bleach, and also Hamish, how is it? Says Narime, welcome into the live stream, mate. We've got a lot of good rugby happening today in terms of the sevens, but also the second match of the British and Irish Lions versus Springboks. Door now Blythe once again trying to get on the outside, but she has been driven down, about 35 out from her own line now. Fitzpatrick gives it the hit and knee backline movement here, goes out into the hands of Ruby Tui. She's got a bit of toe. She's been working on her acceleration recently, and now it's going to be Woodman. Goes back to Hirani. Back across field, Nathan Wong on the outside. Misses the pass to Broughton, but it's going to be picked up by Caleb Blythe, and she's just going to try and create some space here for the Black Ferns. Nathan Wong with a beautiful little cellular dummy and an offload, but it is going to be bouncing around just outside of the 22. It's gone backwards as well. New Zealand under all sorts of pressure here. Broughton almost dropping the ball, and she has been dragged down. Now it's going to be Fitzpatrick. Goes on the outside. Michaela Blythe lying on the ground, just firing it across field, not even looking where it's going, and it's going to be a little knock on from New Zealand, but then it was a knock on from Fiji as well. That was danger for the Black Ferns there. That was insane. Once again, the pressure from Fiji just making them crack there. Michaela Blythe tried to throw that ball back across field. Didn't even look to see if anyone was there. And because of it, it almost led to another breakaway try for Fiji. And faces in Saturday as well, says Tesla. And also we have got in there coming New Zealand. We want to win, don't we, as well, says Brandon. We do indeed. Of course, New Zealand would love to be able to get themselves at least a silver medal in this competition. Once again, they are a strong side. So I feel like if they can get through, that game versus Great Britain or France could be a good one. But Michaela Blythe actually getting taken off the field, and it is going to be Kelly Brazier making her way out there. So perhaps early on, the Black Ferns have decided they need to make a change to try and work out how to counter this Fijiana side. They are inside of their own 22. It is going to be the scrum now, 10 metres out from the Black Ferns line. It's going to be Broughton. Gives it out to Portia Woodman. She goes with a step on the outside. She's got a bit of toe as well, but she is going to be tackled by the Fijiana player. Just jumping straight over the ruck, and she has got that ball there for Fijiana, but just in touch. And it is now going to be a line out for New Zealand, looking like they're going to take it quickly. Yes, they do. Brazier, little bit of a hospital pass, almost a hit and knee, but a beautiful step, and she is going to be piercing a gap up the middle of the field here. Tackled by Fijiana just outside of the 22. It's going to be a penalty advantage for offside, though, and that relieves some of the pressure. Looks like hit and knee. Thinking about taking it quickly. If I was New Zealand here, I would consider kicking this one downfield, I think. Just try and relieve some of that territory pressure. But we have also got Howdy Bud. How's it going? 1 minute left. Yes, there is only going to be 10 seconds left now of this first half. They have decided to take the quick tap now. It's going to be Brazier passing it back across the field. Nathan Wong outside now into the hands of it will be Flula. Stacey Flula getting his first touch of this match out on that left wing side. Now Nathan Wong fires it back at this stage. New Zealand still 2 points behind. This is going to be halftime. Once there is a stoppage in play now, going to be hit and knee. The captain trying to step, gets it to Portia Woodman. Great step there to dodge the big tackle, which it would have been of Neymar. Still got this ball now for New Zealand. Being patient, like I've mentioned. Now it's going to be a great step there from Brazier. And this could be a super sub maneuver here for New Zealand if she can go all the way, but just outside of their own half now. It's going to be hit and knee once again with the ball in hand. Fiji are doing extremely well on defense. I've jinxed it because Ruby Tui has been the back straight down the middle of the field. Is she going to be caught? It's going to be close. She's dropped the ball. And what a bit of play there. What a bit of defense from Neymar, I think it was. Or it might have been Nakothi who was able to break the ball out of her hands. And she was able to knock it out there. No try as well. She popped it out of her hands there. What defense from Nakothi. She's doing it down the other end, scoring try. She's knocking that one out of the hands of Ruby Tui. She didn't see her coming as well. And that must be a terrible feeling indeed. As Sunny Bill Williams' sister playing. I haven't actually seen her throughout the whole competition, Noel Williams. So I either think she may be injured or she just isn't there. But all over the fingers, says Marco Polar Bear. Tell you what, it's going to be a lot of pressure for both sides in the second half, that is for sure. But I will mention, if you are new to the channel, be sure to leave a like, subscribe as well. We are going to be covering the next match that is going to be taking place, which is Great Britain taking on France. And also, we will be covering the final between these two sides, or whoever it is in the final, I should say. And that is going to be at 9 p.m. New Zealand time. or somewhere around there. I adore Niall Williams as well. Says Katie Dixon, and also Rani has said yes. Very happy with that bit of defence from Fiji, and it's all about not giving up in these conditions. Territory is important, but also there's a whole heap of temperature and humidity in the area. I believe we're sitting at around 28 degrees Celsius once again. So to be able to put on a chase like that from Nkothi just shows how much the Fijiana side want to be able to win this one. We have got there, Go France Go in the chat, who are going to be playing next up against Great Britain. And where did Michaela go? They did actually sub her off, and that was for Stacey Fleuler. Also, they did bring out Kelly Brazier, who was almost the super sub for the Black Ferns there, and my spelling is shocking. As well as it says, mine is the same normally when it comes to, luckily autocorrect saves me a lot, and I wish I could play you in Rugby Challenge, says Lyle, although you are on PS4, I believe, if I'm not wrong. And also, well, I'm getting over a cold. I assume that is from David Davis, so hopefully you do get better soon, mate, as well. What was the weather in Tokyo? It looks like it's almost... Is there a little bit of sun there? Maybe a little bit of sun. Still overcast, though. I'm spoiled right now because I'm cheering for Porsche. Only New Zealand fan in the house as well, says Skurley. And Brushy dropped us, said Cats are the best. She did indeed. It was a brilliant chase from Nkothi, who was able to chase down Ruby Tui just before the line. Oh, Nathan Wong just ran into the referee there. The referee obviously didn't quite know the routine of Nathan Wong when it comes to her kicking. And it is going to be kicked off here by the Black Ferns. What can they do in the second half? Can they get back into this one? Only 2 points difference in this one as well. So there is still plenty of time to be able to change this one. But Nkothi taking it very nicely, and she has been everywhere on the field for Fijiana so far. To Fiji, tackled just outside of their own 22, now back into it. Now they've got the option of the inside ball, and it is very nicely done, and I believe it is going to be Riwai now, who is driving forward. No, actually, it is the number 60, Aluna Sau. I keep on calling her Riwai in this one, but it is going to be a penalty for offside up against the Black Ferns. She was selected for injury, or selected for Olympics because of injury. Says Narima, and also we have got, she's my favourite player, says Tesla, and also if Fiji score next, it will be tough for New Zealand. Yeah, it's one of those ones that you can't count any side out, but as soon as you have a try against you in that second half when the team already has a lead, that was a beautiful run there. Almost able to break the line was Nkothi. Leaving her feet there, I thought, her knee, but she has been able to win the penalty for the Black Ferns now, and they need to be the next team to score a try in this match. Offloads it now. Ruby Tui, you can't just stand there. And she's given up the ball as well. What happened there? And it's a 2-on-1 here. And it's going to be Brazier trying to mark up. It's not going to work out for him. Fiji score it. And it was Solikovetti who was able to score it for Fiji. What happened to Ruby Tui there? She's looked like a deer in the headlights. She just stood there. And then she got absolutely nailed in the tackle by the Fijian player. She just holds onto it and she's dropped the ball again, unfortunately for her. And then from there, it did mean that it was an opening opportunity for Fiji with the 2-on-1. Brazier just got sold the wrong way. And then from there, Solikovetti, too much pace and too much power as well to be able to get over the line. And it is another try for Fiji there. Why did Tui just stand there? I'm not too sure what happened to her. She kind of just, she seemed like she didn't know what to do with the ball, which is weird because she's normally one of those players that are very cool, calm, and collected under pressure, but it is a misconversion for Fiji, so the difference is still only 7 points. Broughton being taken off the field. Are they going to do the same possibly for Ruby Tui? We will have to wait and see. They are going to lose as well, but Portia Woodman's still out there. While she is out on the field, New Zealand still have a fighting chance of being able to win this match as well. Go baby Portia as well, says Eskaroi. And also, let's go Fiji, says Bleach in the chat as well. So it is also still going to be Nathan Wong out there, but it is going to be kicked off now by Riwai, and she has been playing some phenomenal rugby in this competition so far. So that is the kind of lady you want coming off your bench. Hasn't gone 10 there, but Portia Woodman played at it. So now it is going to be an advantage here to New Zealand, and they need to be the next team to score to be able to get this back to an even playing field perhaps. And now it's going to be Michaela Blythe. She's trying to drive forward, but she is almost going to be tackled. Yes, she is by Riwai. Above the shoulder high tackle now, so it's going to be another chance for the Black Ferns to get back on the board. It's going to be now on the captain's Zanzarani on the outside. She has got Ruby Tui, gives it now to Portia Woodman. She's going to put the ears back down the wing, and she's gone, Portia Woodman. And she is going to be running all the way back on the inside to make it a nice, easy kick for the Black Ferns. So now we're going to be back to an even 12 points to 12 game between these two talented sides. This one could still go either way. We've still got plenty of time left as well, about 3 or 4 minutes in this one. And yes, Woodman says Immortals, and also we have got the balls in the chat, or the rugby balls, I should say. And Try says Cats are the best, go blind as well, says Tesla. And also Run Girl Run, try in the chat from Katie Dixon. Nathan Wong, she has got that one now. And it means that it is going to be 12-all with 4 minutes left in this match now. Could go either way between these two sides, and I'm excited to see how it goes. But I will mention, if you are new to the channel, be sure to leave a like. Also, subscribe to the channel, because we are going to be covering the next game of the semi-final between the two sides that are going to be Great Britain and France. And also, we're going to be covering the final as well. Go Fiji Gals as well. Says the Liège. Hopefully, I pronounced that correctly. I may not have, though. I am sorry about that. But if I did not, please let me know how to pronounce it. 3 minutes 44 remain. It does indeed. And New Zealand kicking off to Fiji now. Great high ball there. Michaela Blythe tapping it backwards. It has gone backwards from the Black Ferns now, and they have got possession once again. Going to be now a little offload from Rugby till he gives it to Brazier now. Nathan Wong with a bit of a step offload now to Brazier as well. Almost dropped that ball, but Ruby Tui now has got this one option on the outside for Fitzpatrick. She's dropped the ball as well, though. And the handling errors for the Black Ferns, if they do make it to the final, they're going to have to work on that before we get there. But now it is going to be once again in the hands of Fiji. It's a beautiful run here from it is Nikothi, and she is still going. Nathan Wong's going to be able to cut her off, or is she? It's an inside ball. They're trying to slow down Fijiana. They've dropped the ball. They went 80 meters, and then in the end, it was going to be knocked on. Portia Woodman takes it there. She looks like she's injured as well. That is not good news for the Kiwis. New Zealand struggling in the heat. At least the final was at night time, and they make it through. It will be better as well. Yeah, that is a good point. It looks like the sun was almost out before as well. So because of it, I mean, she's probably looking at about 30 degrees out there with a lot of humidity as well. Boomfa, says Katie Dixon. Yeah, very important tackle there from Nathan Wong, but it looked like maybe Portia Woodman was a bit injured here for the Black Ferns, which is not what they will be wanting to see. But 2.5 minutes left in this one. They're going to be 10 meters out from their own line in Fiji, and the C is pronounced as TH. Yeah, I think that is why I struggle so much with the pronunciation, because of the fact I always try and say Nikothi, but then it comes out kind of a little bit different. So I do apologize for that. It is like the likes of, in the men's side, I'm trying to think of the examples. Naya Thalevu was another one that I was struggling to say at the start. I need to join or something, says Tesla as well, and damn the intensity. Yeah, both of these sides, they are showing how much they want to win this match and go through to that final. So we will have to wait and see. 2 minutes left. This could be a massive push here from Fiji, and if they can do so, it will be in that situation of a very dangerous attacking position on the field, only 10 meters out from the Black Ferns line. But New Zealand have got the scrum feet. We have us got come on, ladies, says Victor, and also we have got Go Fiji, Go, says Suwala. And that's the thing. If this is a draw, I believe it's going to be a penalty to New Zealand, though. But if it is a draw, it would mean we go to extra time. What is your school? Says Brandon. I have actually finished school, so it is nothing at the moment in that regard, Brandon. And also this game, 10 ball, or 10, and then also the Kieran emoji and the ball emoji as well. I love that Kieran emoji very much. Now it's going to be in the hands of Brazier. Offload to Ruby Tui on the outside now. Into the hands of Stacey Flula. She's got a bit of pace. She is step, but she has been tackled there. And Fijiana just have too much speed in this one for New Zealand to be able to handle at times. Even Blythe has been getting shut down, as we're about to see here. Or is she going to have to pace? She is going, Michaela Blythe, but she is going to be cut off there by the Fijian defense. I believe it was actually Liku Thevu who was able to cut her off. But Michaela Blythe, once again, she's not giving up at this stage. Still fending 40 meters out here. The Black Ferns are. Now it's going to be Hirini once again going across field. He's going to be going back for a penalty for offside as well. Go girls, get revenge for the boys as well. Says Liam Games and Michelle Caddy and Marco if we win as well. And Bulla from Ratu. Welcome into the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in for this game between these two sides at this stage. 12-all, 50 seconds to go. Too many offsides for Fiji. Yeah, they have been offsided about 3 or 4 times on this one so far. Now it's going to be in the hands of New Zealand. That was a flat pass, and it's going to be the try. And it's going to be Stacey Flula who has been able to score it for New Zealand. And that could be the moment that gets New Zealand the win. There is going to be time for a restart, so the game is not over yet, but that is a brilliant time to be able to score for New Zealand with 30 seconds left. Beautiful ball on the outside from Brazier. She has been playing extremely well since coming out onto the field. Also another player who was subbed on is Stacey Flula, and she has been able to score that try. New Zealand as well, says Cameron. And let's go in the chat from Kyle. Go the girls, says Cameron as well. And that was a costly offside penalty against Fiji there. Has this one gone over? It's hit the post and it hasn't gone over. So I need to change my scoreboard. It means that there's still only going to be a 5-point difference in this match. New Zealand are going to be kicking off, but they need to retain this kickoff now. And also we have got Kieran in the chat. Says Liège, yeah, he is the mascot of the channel almost at the moment, Kieran. He absolutely loves it. And we have got him in the chat as well. And anyone who is wondering how you get those Kieran emojis, it is through memberships on the channel. I think it is $5 New Zealand dollars a month, and it gives you access to exclusive live streams, also emojis that you can use. Kicked into touch on the full by New Zealand. So now it is going to be from halfway. That is one of the first mistakes Nathan Wong has made in this match. What is happening, says Immortals, at this stage? We were just waiting for the kickoff. Nathan Wong kicks it straight into touch. And now Fiji can have another opportunity here from the halfway line. If they get the try, they win this game. And it's going to be Fiji. And she's going for the corner, though. Rather than making it a nice, easy kick, it's going to be the try once again for Aluna Sal. And that now means that it is going to be a tough kick for Fiji. But if they get this kick, they will win this game and go through to the final. What a game we have seen here. But I would have thought she would have cut on the inside a little bit more. But strategically, Nathan Wong actually did very well to force her wide. Hard kick for Fiji now. If there is ever a time to be able to nail a kick, it is right now. She has not struck it well. And it means we're going to have extra time in this game. I'm going to have to push back my next live stream at this stage for the looks of it, because this one is going to be running a little bit over time here. But it is going to be very exciting. What a game, mate, as well, says yeah, tell you what, not the way that I was saying the semi-final going. I thought, I know it was going to be close, but I thought someone was going to be able to sneak it. Come on, Fijian as well, says Alindra. And also in there, we have got Nick Minute, says Liz. And also we have got in there Miss Tosa Vetitosa, says Alindra. And also extra time, says Immortal. Is this the first time we have seen extra time in either the men's or the women's competition so far? I believe it is, because of the fact we haven't even had a draw in pool stage at this stage. What a game, says Chris. Yeah, it's looking very close. No more tries as well, says Brandon. And this game as well. What a way to kick off the semi-finals. We've still got another game to come. That is going to be between Great Britain, and also it will be up against France. In that one, I am quickly going to go to my live stream schedule and make sure that I do push that next one back by 5 minutes, because that is how much time extra I think we are going to be needing in this one. It's going to be very exciting. Whoever scores the next point wins this game. So it is going to be absolutely crucial that both sides get a brilliant start in this one. We're going to push it back to 2:30 for our next live stream. That is going to be happening between Great Britain and also France. There we go. We have changed that one. We are good to go now. Right. At this stage now, it is the coin toss. Having a heart attack as well, says Rani, and also bring home girls. Says Sakiuza. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Do let me know if I have got it wrong, though. And we have got gear snacks as well. Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a pretty awesome finish to this matchup between these two sides. Drop goal from NZ, says Immortals. And that's the thing. New Zealand need to make sure that they're who kicked it out on the full man. It was Nathan Wong, but she has hardly put a foot wrong in the whole competition. So you got to feel a little bit bad for her. She did actually set up one of the tries earlier in the match. But yeah, at this stage, it is going to extra time now between these two sides. I'm excited to see who is going to be able to get this one. Who is going through to the final to face either Great Britain or France? That is the question that we have got ourselves. New Zealand are going to be kicking off. That actually probably favours the Black Ferns a bit here, because of the fact that when they were stuck inside of their own 22, it was just a matter of time till Fiji scored. Nathan Wong decides that she will be kicking off to the right-hand side. That one's looking a little bit heavy as well. No, it is going to be all right and beautifully taken there by Stacey Fleur, but straight on the ball was Fiji going for the counter-ruck. I believe it is actually going to be the ball it is going to be the ball for the Black Ferns. It was very lucky for them. Flula now gives it across to Fitzpatrick. Broughton on the outside. They've got numbers. Going to be Nathan Wong selling a bit of a dummy. Decides to cut it back across to the right-hand side where Fitzpatrick was waiting for it, but she has been driven down to the ground inside of the half of the Black Ferns. Going to be going back now, Hirini. Gives it now on the outside to Ruby Tui, who has been looking like she's been struggling in the heat, but Nathan Wong now pinning the ears back, looking for the link-up option. Driving towards the touchline, but she is going to be tackled 25 out from the Fijian line. That's going to be a penalty for Fiji as well. Taking the quick tap there was Hirini. Now gives it to Ruby Tui. Fires the low ball. Broughton taking it beautifully. Bounce there. And it is going to be a knock-on against New Zealand, I believe. No, it's actually going to be another penalty for Fiji, possibly being offside. Now, what do they do? Are they going to be kicking for the corner here and going for May? Or they might even go for the post here. But I feel like you've got to take that risk and reward factor of going for a backline movement. I'm not sure what's happened to Ruby Tui in this game, but she looks like she is really feeling the heat in this one. You got to feel bad for her. She looks like she's almost having a standing start. They're taking the quick tap now. It's going to be Fitzpatrick. Gives it on the outside, trying to cut it off. It's going to be Michaela Blyde. Can she get to the line? She's got plenty of pace trying to step, but she's going to be shut down in this one once again. That is something they've done very well. No clear release there from, I believe it was their number 6. Now it's once again going to be Hirini, just standing still, trying to look for the gap. She was almost able to find it, offloads it now to Broughton. And once again, it's going to be Ruby Tui looking for the offload to Nathan Wong. Ball back to Hirini once again. She has been busy in the last little moment. And Hirini, the captain, driving forward 10 metres out now. The Black Ferns have got another advantage. It's going to be Broughton with the spin and the step, and she scores. And that's going to be New Zealand going through to the final. And that is full time. What a game it was. Fiji are going to go through to the bronze medal match, but the team that are going through to the gold medal matchup up against either Great Britain or France, that is going to be the Black Ferns. And hey, what, they got lucky in this game, I will be honest. There were a few moments there. It well and truly looked like Fiji were going to be winning this game, but Fiji, they put their all out on the field. It looks like it's extremely hot out there at the moment. Both sides struggling with that heat. Oh, yeah, what's got try in there? And OMG says AJ. And I feel like this match could have easily gone either way there. And Kyle has said gold medal match and OMG, man, my heart as well. Says Immortals and Banaka as well. It says it was Sakiusa. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. And I'm almost speechless at this stage. That match was nerve-wracking for both sides, I think, at this stage. Go Fiji or GG Fiji as well. Says Tessa, yeah, they will still have a chance at the bronze medal. It's looking like there is just a lot of players out there completely exhausted with how this one went. Unfortunately for them, they would have used up a lot of energy. They will be glad that the next game is going to be happening in a little while rather than straight after. We have got a game straight after this one, though. It is going to be France versus Great Britain, and whoever wins that game will be in the final to face New Zealand. To answer your question as well, Sean, and also Solid Girls, pay attention, NZ. New Zealand boys as well, says the Snooze. Who knows? Maybe both sides will be able to get silvers, depending on how it goes. But I think at this stage, you would say that New Zealand would be the favourite because of the fact that they were able to beat Great Britain in pool stage, but that was a close game as well. 21 points to the 26 in the end, I believe it is, ref. But Fiji stand up. What a game as well, says Chris Seo. You have also got there Fiji, a really good side. Yeah, they are. And I feel like whoever has to face them in that bronze medal match, they will have their hands full. It could be France. Last time we saw France versus Fiji, it was right at the start of the competition, and it was 12 points to France, 5 to Fiji. But I feel like Fijiana, they've come a long way since that match as well. And because of it, I feel like it could be a very good one. But tell you what, the defense from not just Naimasi, or sorry, it was actually Nkothi, but also it was just on attack. Alunasal was on fire in this game as well. And New Zealanders go to a long game. As well, says Brandon, and also good game, both teams, says Katie Dixon. It was indeed. And also, well done, Kiwi. God bless you all. As well, says Robert, right back at you, mate. And at this stage now, we are going to get to transfer straight over to our next live stream, which is going to be happening between, it will be Great Britain, it will be France, and whoever wins that game will be going on to the final to face off up against the Black Ferns. But thank you all very much for watching. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like. Also, subscribe to the channel if you are new. And I will see you all in